Let's practice some two-variable linear relations. We're just introducing the concept of lines. And so we begin by plotting the point 2, negative 4. Here we have a y and x-axis. The x value is 2 and the y value is negative 4. An x value of positive 2 goes toward the right rather than the left. So we go 1, 2 to the right, and a y value of negative goes down instead of up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have the point 2, negative 4. So this here is the point. Now let's sketch the line y equals 3. We draw our xy axis. And y equals 3 is like a good pilot. 1, 2, 3 kilometers high, we extend out a line, a horizontal line with a slope of 0. This is a flat line, and we write y equals 3. Do not mix up this line with this line over here. That would be 1, 2, 3. This here would be x equals 3. It's a common mistake. Finally, what quadrants is this nice airplane line in? We call this quadrant 1 and quadrant 2 as our answer. By the way, this is called quadrant 3 and quadrant Roman numeral 4. We go counterclockwise. Now let's create a table of values for this line y equals 2x plus 3. When x is 0, we substitute 0 into x. So we have y equals 2 times x, or 0, plus 3. Anything times 0 is 0, plus 3 is just 3. So we have y equals 3. Now when we have x equals 1, we have y equals 2 times 1 plus 3. We have 2 plus 3 is 5. And we continue substituting numbers. And notice how the number in front of x is 2. And these numbers, the y value, goes up by 2. So we can figure out these values more quickly. Now let's sketch the graph. So we sketch graphs y equals mx plus b. In this case, our m value is 2 and our b value is 3 by starting off with the y-intercept. This 3 is called the y-intercept. We go up 1, 2, 3 and we draw a dot. As for this slope 2, we can call this 2 divided by 1. This top number we call the rise. We go up, positive 2 means you go up 2. So from 3 we go up 1, 2, and this denominator we call the run. Positive 1 means we go right instead of left. So we go 1 to the right. So here is our second point. If you have a ruler, use one. Otherwise, just use a steady hand to draw this line. This here is the graph, and you can verify this by plugging in different points. For example, 0, 3 indeed is our first point from your table values. This here is 0, 3. Let's do one more. We have 1, 5 as our second point, and you can see indeed 2 up means the y value is 5. 1, 5. In fact, lines extend forever and ever, so we can have a lot more points. This here is a decent sketch. So when we have y equals mx plus p, recall that m is called the slope. The slope, by the way, is equals to rise over run. And the b value we mentioned was the y-intercept. So how do we sketch this line here? We rewrite in the form y equals mx plus b. We have y equals minus 3x plus 2. Here's our slope, and here's our y-intercept. Let's draw a nice 2 line, the y-axis and the x-axis. So the b value, the y-intercept, is positive 2, which means we go up 2, 1, 2, and we draw a dot here at 2. And the slope is minus 3 over 1, the rise over the run. A rise of negative 3 means we go down 1, 2, 3. And a run of positive 1 means 1 to the right instead of left. So we go 1 to the right. We now join a line that goes through these points, and this here is a good sketch.